Story with Dr. Banks. Several years ago, I was working and doing training with a company, and the participants were saying, Dr. Banks, we're having so many problems uh, in with our team and various things. And I said, do you know that a problem has three layers? And they kind of leaned in. What? I said, yes, every problem has three layers. And here they are. The first layer is called the visible consequence. The first layer of any problem is the visible consequence that you can see. So, for a manufacturing company, if a machine is on fire, all right, everybody else is freaking out. What's going on? But as a leader knows that's only the first layer. So, the first layer of a problem is called the visible consequence. The second layer is a process breakdown. Normally, the reason why the visible is evident is because there's a process that has been broken down. Something wasn't taken care of. And then the third layer, there's some type of violation that has happened. So, for this machine is on fire, let's say it had the process that every month this machine needed to be inspected. So you ask, was this machine inspected this month? And they all point their fingers. No, well, I thought this person was going to do it. I thought this was going to. So basically, there was a violation that you didn't stay in touch with how this machine was properly designed. So those are the three layers of a problem: the visible consequence, the breakdown of a process, the violation of a standard. Now, interesting enough, there are three layers to a solution. All right, three layers to a solution. The first layer of a solution, you have to have a standard. You got to have a standard. That's in everything. If you want to get a solution, you first got to realize what's the standard? What is what we're focusing on, and what do we need to live up to? The second layer of a solution, you got to have a process in place. Whatever this standard is, you got to have SOP, standard operation procedures of how this needs to stay that standard. And then the third layer of any solution is a positive, visible outcome. Now, when you look at that, when you look at the three layers of a problem and the three layers of a solution, check it out. In every problem, basically the answer just needs to turn upside right. Look at that. Look at that. So always a problem is what you can visible see. When it comes to solution, once you have the standard in place, the process in place, you're going to get a visible positive outcome. So the strategy is to make sure you never stress. You never stress out about anything. Anytime when you see a first layer of a problem, understand it's just the first layer. And now asking the right questions, putting things in order to get that standard back where it needs to be, put things in the proper place, you're going to see that visible outcome. Sadly, most companies, when they see a problem, they think of a person. That's not what you want to think. Anytime when a business or organization is having problems, the first thing to look at is to look at the layers. When you look at the layers, you're always going to find what's going on. So, an action step, if you're a business owner and you're checking this out, just understand any problem you're going to have, don't immediately attack the person, but look at the layers and putting those in order. And when you do that, you're definitely going to reach the solution you're looking for. All right, until next time.